It's Tuesday, January 8th, 2013, and today's topic is going to be about substance. It occurred to me that last week I didn't really discuss much beyond the topics of my New Year's resolutions. I'm going to vlog weekly, write weekly, and work on quitting soda. What I never really got to mention is that I didn't cover why I'm wanting to write and why vlog and why quit soda, or how to do those things. So why should a person write? How? In order to communicate better, and the more you read and the more you practice writing, the more better you're going to get at it and the less suck you're going to have at it. I personally am kind of inhibited by it, and it's sort of what Voltaire said in saying that the perfect is the enemy of the good, or the good enough. And in my case, I prefer to have the stage set to where I want my words to last, and therefore I want the standards to be observed. I want Unicode 8 and UTF-8. I want Unicode 6.2 with all the emoticons and emoji. I want, the full Wikimedia rich media so that I can do it in colors and tables and pictures and videos and embed all that stuff. But, by the time I get all that stage set, too much time is going to pass, and anything that needs to be said won't be said, or it'll be said by somebody else if it gets said at all. I'm hoping to write about the technological progeny that will be replacing the human species someday, and a post-human world of that sort is something that most sci-fi authors will not address because it's just hands-off. It's beyond the pale of what could be determined when technology accelerates that fast. All bets are off. However, I see it as there are new scarcities and abundances that determine the values of these new beings, and from there you can pretty well judge how they're going to deal with the situations. And the sooner we talk about it, the quicker we're going to be able to think through the solutions. I vlog, and how? Video for many of the same reasons you communicate in writing, but in my case, I want to do how-tos about how to edit things in free software and how to do 3D editing, how to do things on a budget and green screen, things of that nature. Why on earth does anyone want to give up soda? Think about it. The heart and lungs are working 24/7 to get all that carbon dioxide and acid out of your body. You really want to put it back? The question is, how do I manage to quit soda? And it's going to be a lot of green tea, a lot of water, a bit of Kool-Aid mixed with stevia rather than sugars and stuff. I'm actually on 3 different types of diet. My wife and I have waged war on sugar. How else am I going to keep my girlish figure? The other is one that was introduced by BBC Horizons in a special called Eat, Fast, and Live Longer. That's eat, fast, and live longer. Not eat fast. But there they talked about reducing the IGF-1 insulin-like growth human factor, where it will put the cells into repair mode. Third diet I'm on was mentioned by Graham Hill, the founder of treehugger.com, who on a TED Talk talked about having a weekday vegetarian diet. On a weekend, anything goes, but you're eating with your friends, and why not feast with them? But during the weekdays, he goes with the vegetarian diet, and in the 2 years I've been on that, it's done remarkable things for my weight loss. To come, I look forward to talking more about the hobbies that I enjoy. There's not only dealing with Linux and free software, but there's also geocaching and even the little number I invented called the Spies Guild. I'll see you next week.